This is Vin Diesel, Feel Like I Do.
You know sometimes
You better sing it, Dua! Astrid S, our number 3 spot with Marilyn Monroe. I think we should have stayed homies. Hey! An honorable mention, Calling Me Back. Come on. Hey! I need a video to this ASAP. So I had the privilege of sitting down with her and having a little breakfast, brunch, kiki moment, and it was everything. So let's get a little insight on this track and on this project and hear directly from this artist. I promised y'all I would be bringing some celebrity guests on here. So here she is, Blush.
The healing is in the hurt.
Everybody!
You can't heal from nothing. You can't heal happy.
This is such a moment. See, you know what? This is about to be a session. Ladies and gentlemen, I am super excited to introduce my girl, Blush. What's goody? I literally met her at, we were smoking. I needed to go get some weed. And basically, that shit's legal and it's everything.
Legal as hell.
Right, and it gets me together.
Amen.
So, anyway, such an amazing spirit, so talented, and we're here to just get a little bit of an insight on the music you hear in the background. Hey, Moonstone, tell us about it.
What you want to know? What you want to know? What tea you want?
What was your favorite track on this project?
It has to be Calling Me Back. I think Calling Me Back just is a bop. We both know the truth.
Come on!
Women want to say when they're in those situations where it's like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what? Until you know what we're doing, just don't call me back.
Everybody can relate to that. Where you just don't call me back. Like,
yeah, anybody. It could be not even like a spouse, but like a friend that you're just tired of their shit.
Period.
Anybody.
Don't call me back, girl.
If you're tired of their shit, don't call me back.
Don't call me, I'll call you. Calling Me Back instantly was my favorite. My second is Homies.
Yes.
I low-key got to hear this already before it came out. I felt special.
down in my feelings, I really wanna go back to being just friends. All this confusion, illusion, it's over.
Why she had to do all that? Just hearing the whole entire thing, I'm like, this is what sounds most like you, because you really sang on it. And I was like, oh, she's a singer, honey. And growing up in the church, singers hear real singers. And it's
and
actually,
they show love.
And they do. Great segue to how we met. I believe you said something to me like, I love your speaking voice.
Yeah.
That was everything to me because I grew up in New Hampshire and people just make fun of me and instantly start talking about my voice and call me, a faggot and be like, your voice is too feminine.
Wow.
Now when I moved to LA and having people like you, when you really knew, like you knew that there was something under that.
What they miss about that whole experience is how grounded you are in self. And that's why I was attracted to you, because I took a lot of time to ground myself after everything that I went through, and you were just very solid in who you are and very unapologetic, and that's very important to your tribe. And if you're around people who hold you accountable and who are unapologetically them and real, you have to cling to people like that, because it's rare that you meet people who are just who they are.
Yeah. And
good people.
What is your favorite part about the industry?
My favorite part is being able to create whatever I want, however I want, at any moment in time. We could just, in a blink of an eye, have something that was never there.
Right.
And was never created before. And I love that part a lot. Also sharing my story, educating people, and being a mentor and a leader in that sense of just like helping other people.
Right.
And being able to have the knowledge to do that and going through what I went through.
Right. So where does that stem from? What brought you to Blush?
I've been singing since I could talk. And that's always been something I've done. And my mom just kind of catered to that too. She was a piano player and singer for church, so I always sang in church.
Them church babies here too.
We
PK.
hit different. And I went to performing arts high school, so I took vocal lessons and music theory and syncopation and you know, all these things that I never really like paid attention to at the time, but have really helped me be who I am now musically.
Exactly.
And I went to community college. I got a government job at the post office, Keen Mail, which they have computers to do now. But then they told us our plant was shutting down because it got these new supercomputers that do what we do. So I was like, this is sign from God. I'm moving to Atlanta. And I just hopped in my car. I had like a 1996 Cavalier.
Girl, at least you had a car.
I worked at Best Buy.
Oof. Okay, Best Buy. I would have been in there for the discount.
McDonald's, Taco Bell.
Listen, this is why it's so important to me to get the background story behind music and people in the industry, because there's people out there who are doing the same exact thing, and look at where it's brought you.
Yeah.
It's like every single thing that you did, every job that you worked, all those experiences that you gained, it was for a reason, and it's brought you to where you're at.
I think for me, what got me where I am now is just like pushing through.
Yeah.
A lot of people ignore me on Facebook. A lot of people ignore me on MySpace. And I ended up in the room with them because, like I said, I pushed through.
She said MySpace. How does this song come about? How does it fall into the hands of a major artist like that?
I mean, it just depends. Like, you know, I'm very big on working with the artist, because once you connect with the artist, you have more of a chance to just get the record off, because it's more of something that they'll connect to, because they're there, you're getting insight, you're getting, you know, real raw information that you can put in a song. When you write a song, just writing it, you know, I've had songs that I wrote 3 years ago that got placed.
Right.
You know, it just depends if the artist connects with it, but, you know, that's not always guaranteed that you'll write the perfect song for the artist, but it's gonna work for somebody. It might not work for who you wrote it for, but it'll work for who it needs to work for in time. Hi.
You like me now? I gave you food. You could be in the video.
This is Pepper.
Hi, honey.
Pep, get on his face.
Okay, so for those who don't know, who have you worked with? Who has been your favorite artist that you've worked with? Let us know.
So I've worked with, I've worked with a lot of people. I just got done working with Mary J. I've worked with Demi, Chris Brown, Macy Gray, Amber Riley.
So for those who want to be like, oh, all these artists are so amazing, the power behind these songs are the writers.
Yes.
And a lot of these writers don't get enough credit. Where can we find you?
I'm on Instagram. Her name is Blush. Hernameisblush.com is effective and up. So you can go there. You can find all my like articles that I've done and like interviews, and you can I look at all the music that I've released and read up about me and just get to know
we want to get to know you.
And his name is Peppered Pup.
Thank you so much for sitting down and talking with me. Our #1 song, I cannot get this song out of my head. This album is just everything. My #1 track, Sam Smith, Diamonds. Diamonds! I love diamonds.
Take all the money you want from me. Hope you become what you want to be.
Come on, Sam!
Baby, you're so cruel.
My diamonds leave with you. Kitty. Come on! I had you, Sam. If you need me when this is all over, I got you on the backup. So that's all for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Next time, we'll be looking at some more music and maybe talking to some more artists. And yeah, thank you for coming back. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining in. But you should totally flip back a few episodes and take a look at what I've been doing. And while you're at it, you might as well subscribe to my channel. And yes, turn on your notifications, honey, because you know I love a good subscribe. Let me know what you want to hear. Comment below. Follow me on Instagram at I am Parker Phillips, and check out my website too because it's kind of cute. www.IamParkerPhillips.com. Yes. Oh, it's time for something. Does that mean it's time for me to take a sip? And remember, stay healthy, sanitize. Check out my boy at tushproducts.com. Do you even know what emu oil is? I didn't either until he had to tell me. But all I know is that it's part of the ostrich family and it's cute. And this smells bomb. Anyway, this edible's kicking in and it's time for me to probably go to bed. But I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for joining in. Bye.